Hey, good morning. Spiritual Chuck here. That's my morning breakfast right there. I found that if I warm my food in the sun, something happens. It becomes like really good. That's some breakfast pizza right there, and then that's some pepperoni, and then that's a breakfast sandwich. And of course, God gave me all that stuff as a king scavenger. And I'm sitting here and I really feel the love right now. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. I really feel the love right now. Synchronicities are uncanny. There's a lady sitting in this car right here, and her name is Erin. And I'd like to give a shout out to Erin and tell her that she's the light of the world. And God bless her. And that everything's going to be okay. Hang on a second. Okay, I had to get it together. She pulled up in her car, and she's just sitting there. And I'm just sitting here. In fact, this is what I look like. This is my stuff. And there's my sign, right? And anyway, that's my new sign right there. You like it? He's got tears coming out of his eyes. It's kind of sad looking, but I made that yesterday. Like it's kind of like a lemon, doesn't it? And then I found this lemonade bottle, and I've been using that for my water. But anyway, the synchronicities in life are just incredible. It's like, so I go over to this car, and I talked to this lady, and I gave her my business card. These are my business cards right here. I've made about 100 of these at least, and they've been more involved and less involved, and I've got a number of them going right now. But that's what I do. I give people my YouTube channel and information and stuff, right? Anyway, she pulls up and she's just sitting here. And I'm warming my breakfast up, and I'm just thinking, this person is just sitting here. So I take one of my business cards and I go over there, and she rolls her window down, and she's crying. She's on the phone with somebody. And I said, I found out that there's no mistakes in the world, and that there's synchronicities, and people are in places for certain reasons, to meet people or whatever, right? And so here's my channel, and maybe you're supposed to meet me, and maybe you're supposed to look at what I'm doing on my channel. And she was just like, okay. What a beautiful person. She's just a beautiful human being. And my heart goes out to her and everybody. All I have to do is I just saw three guys that were movers. They got a moving truck. And two black dudes and a white dude. And I talked to the black dudes, and I'm like, hey man, I told them what Scooby-Dooby-Doo said. And actually, it was because a guy had Snoopy on his t-shirt. One of the dudes had Snoopy on his t-shirt. And I got it confused, and I was quoting Scooby-Dooby-Doo to him, and he had Snoopy on it. And I got a connection with Snoopy. I had a t-shirt called Let It Be with Snoopy on it. Anyway, and the white dude comes out, and I try and give him my little business card thing, and he's like, oh no, I'm good. And I'm feeling him, because I've been in the moving business. I've done some moving, a lot of moving, and it's not fun. It's hard work. It's hot out here. Life's a trip. Life can get pretty hard. pretty heavy, you know. And maybe that's why I'm had to lighten my load here. What you're looking at, all my stuff there, that's all my stuff, really. Sometimes I worry about, oh, well, what if I get jacked with all my stuff? Then that's it, you know, it's all my stuff. And I think about all kinds of things, and I think about karma, and I think about, oh man, just everything. And this morning I was listening to my tarot, one of the tarot card ladies, and she was talking about, she just kept talking about it in the reading that I had infinite abundance. She just kept saying it. It's like infinite abundance, infinite. And it's like, what is that compared to my stuff? You know what I mean? I mean, really. Really. It's like, and how do I stay in touch with that spirit of infinite abundance? And how am I doing it? Because I'm feeling it, you know? And I'll tell you how I'm doing it. I'm doing it through my heart. You know, my heart's pumping all this plasma, right? And the plasma is called universal consciousness, right? And that's infinite abundance. And it's in the light, it's in the love, it's in the light of consciousness that we have infinite abundance. And it has nothing to do with my thinking. You know, it thinks me, in fact. And it gives me everything I ask for, you know, when I ask for it. And she continued to reiterate the infinite abundance, but she said it was now, right now, you know. And I'm like, wow, yeah, that's what I need it, man. I need it right now. I don't need it in the future, you know. And I can look at the past, and I can see the synchronicities of the past. Unbelievable, you know. I'll give you an example. I'm Charles Austin Curry, the third rabbit in the Chinese astrology, named after him. My father's a 1939 rabbit, Charles. My grandfather's a 1915 rabbit, Austin. So I'm Charles Austin, the third rabbit, named after him. And the gentleman named Curry, who actually was not my biological grandfather, wound up being one of my heroes, because he was a Texas Ranger and a lawman all his life. He was an honest man, a good man. And my biological grandfather on my mother's side was actually a candy salesman and a playboy, and he popped up my grandma, and she went with her sister and her mom and found this gentleman that was a Texas Ranger, and they got married, and then they went to Dallas and had my dad, and nobody ever knew the difference, right? So there was a nigga in the woodpile, is what I'm trying to say. But it turned out to be good, because the influence of this Texas Ranger on my father was always an honest man. Even though he was a playboy, you know, he was an honest man. Drove a Lincoln, he loved Abraham Lincoln, you know. I mean, the synchronicities are crazy. The divinity is in the past, the divinity is in the future, and the divinity is in the now. And this holy experience somehow is liberating me and providing a fearlessness and a peace, you know, and a wormhole, a portal for love, you know. And the tears just flow, you know. It's just like, so I cried with her just now, and I blew her a kiss when she just drove off, and she blew me one back. So, there you go. So I'm gonna have some breakfast, and some delicious breakfast, warmed by the plasma sun, right? Warmed by love. Love you guys. Later. Peace, love, and light.